Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know if I should wear my shades or not because my eyes look really sleepy right now, and I really want to talk about something serious, so I guess I'll just leave the shades on.
Good Lord, what you don't say.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, darling, where have you been? So yes guys, thank you so much for watching my last video. Today I decided to talk about the parents. Yes, the people who gave birth to you, or the people who have been taking care of you, or the people who have been paying your school fees, or anybody basically there's an adult in your life that you look up to or anything. So I try to talk about why those people who you expect the most from, who you expect to be happy for your success or to show you their unending support, why it seems like they are not happy with you or for you. Being a young person, you know, you do something and you feel very excited about it, and it's like, yes, I'm so proud of myself, and then you tell like maybe your auntie or your uncle or your parents, and it seems like, congratulations. It's like no big deal, and you're like, why can't you just be happy for me? Or you tell them something about your success now, and it's like, okay, good. So what's your next plan? And you're like, can I enjoy this one first? I was telling my dad the other day, something I applied for, and I was like, oh, you know, they picked me for this and for that. Now, I had sent him a message telling him about it, but when he got home, he was like, so explain it to me, how does it benefit you, and how did they even pick you, what did you have to show? So I had to literally explain it again, and then I went to bed. And then the next morning again, he was like, yeah, so that stuff you were explaining to me again, explain it again, Pharaoh. Then I explained, I was like, oh, well, you know, this. And he was like, oh, good, very good, congratulations, I'm happy for you. The thing is, with a lot of young people, we don't want to answer questions 10 times. And you just want to be like, oh, well, you know, I got this and I got that, and you want everybody to just accept it like that. In the real world, it doesn't work that way, because you know, your parents would like to understand properly. It might be difficult for them to understand. It might be a whole new technology, but still, you still have to explain it to them. You don't just expect that your parents to give you blind support. I don't think anyone wants parents who are just there, like who you just tell this and they're like, okay, fine, and oh yeah, they support you frankly without even knowing what you're doing. My parents, for example, want to know how relevant is it 10 years from now? Who is it benefiting? What is it doing this? What do you have to give to do this? What do you know, questions like that. And sometimes I'm very impatient and I don't want to explain, and I'm like, well, I feel like you should just understand me. But you can't expect them to understand you without wanting to explain to them. When we're in primary school and secondary school, you know, people always ask you, so what does your mom do? What does your dad do? And it was exciting to say, oh, my dad is a doctor, my dad is a lawyer. There are people who probably couldn't even explain what their dads were doing, but at least they knew what the title was. Now, if you exchange places, like put your parents in your shoes and put yourself in your parents' shoes, where you don't know what your child is doing, you don't know what it's all about. Imagine if your child comes to meet you and says, oh, I want to move out of the house, I've gotten a job somewhere, and you're like, what's the job about? And your child cannot tell you, doesn't want to explain to you. There's a lot of paranoia in Nigeria generally. It's just that, like, no parent wants to understand when you say, I stay in front of the system and I'm able to talk to people abroad by taking up a role. I take up another role and I speak to people over there. I mean, we all know what that means. So if you don't explain to them properly what it means and all of that, they will just assume that it is the usual, you know, the usual thing that we all are afraid of. I just feel like a lot of times we expect reactions from our parents when we are not even ready to give them our all. In a lot of instances, when you arrest someone for something and then you talk to their family member and they're like, oh no, she can never do that. She reads Psalm 23 every day. Like, I am sometimes very terrible at communicating. Like, if my mom should ask me something, for me to just simply say, oh, this is it, I'll just be like, well, she should know. And my dad's always saying something, you should never assume that somebody knows something or that they're just meant to magically know, and then you get angry at people because they're not reacting the way you want them to do, or they're not doing something like you would wish that they would.
Gotta get in before I blow up, and I got money.
So I just feel basically the essence of this video is just, as a young person, it might be difficult right now, but I think having conversations with our parents, I think that it is priceless. I feel like if you have any adult in your life, any parents, any guardian, any auntie, uncle that you trust, not the amebo ones, you know what I'm saying? Not those ones. The real people who are actually rooting for you and praying for you. If you have those kind of people in your life, I think it makes a lot of sense for you to speak to them, talk to them, let them understand what you're doing. There might be places where they can provide help to you. Parents are always like, I was young before, and I know what is going on. Yeah, you were young before, but you are not young in my type of generation. Like, even me, myself, I don't understand my generation. Sometimes you just go online and you see some things and you're like, are we mad in this generation? I was telling someone the other day and I said, the struggles that some of our parents had when they were younger, it's like, oh yeah, well, I had issues with my friend and with a boy and all of that. But in our own time, it's very different. People who have issues with people and they take your story to Twitter and it's like a big deal and then everybody is insulting you. I think it's very difficult, like these days. And then the receipts that you can pull out these days is like, man, we are not going through the same struggles that our parents are going through. Like these days, believe it or not, a lot of lives get spoiled easily, and it's the internet. It stays there for life. Like when you think it's over, then it comes back to haunt you again. So it's just very different. So I think taking your time to explain to your parents things that you go through or what you're doing, I think is very sensible. I think it helps them to know who you are better. It helps them to understand you better, know what you want out of life. Taking your time to explain to your parents, it won't take anything from you. These are the people who taught us how to walk, who taught us how to say words and all of that. Imagine how patient that your parents had to be with you. Just think about it. If they were patient enough to allow you to grow at your own pace, let you learn and things like that, then you should be patient with them and let them learn also. This is all new to them. Just think of it that way and try to communicate to your parents. Let them know what you're up to. Don't let it be that you're going out of the house by 6:30 a.m. and then you're coming back by 9 p.m. and when they ask you, you'd be like, don't worry, I'm working on something now that this thing I'm working on, if you should just go through. What are you working on? Does it not have a name? This is why parents will be thinking that you are doing something else. This world right now is crazy. A lot of things are happening. So you need to let them know. Not that they'll go on Facebook one day and then see your picture somewhere and be like, my son could never do that. It's crazy. It's a crazy world out here. Like just imagine you being a parent and walking in on a child sitting in front of a camera and laptop and looking at herself and speaking to herself. When you enter, you look around, be like, who is she talking to? Hey, my name is I've gotten me. Look at what my child is doing. The main essence of this video is just building a good relationship with your parents, helping them to understand you best. So yeah, that's all I had to say to you guys. I just wanted to really share this with you guys. Thank you guys for watching as usual.
Start appreciating. It's not too late for you. I did it just for you. I did it just for you. And you just don't